Hey everyone, it's Types, and today I have an insane deck for you all. I'm gonna be playing Fearow Control. This is a list I found on Limitless, and it looks pretty crazy. It did okay. It went 5, 1, and 2, which is not bad at all. And that's really interesting. It's like a really unique list. That's it's built on this Fearow with B cash. Okay, first of all, before we get into things, I want to say I don't exactly know how this deck works. Like I get the general idea, but some of this stuff seems a little sketchy. I personally prefer my control build, but I have not actually played this build yet either. Bcash here though says search deck for up to 3 cards and put them into your hand and shuffle your deck, which is obviously is a setup-based attack and allows you to get exactly what you want every turn, hopefully. But then you also have this. Oh, and this Fear means that there's no Rotom. Um, in fact, it's the only draw engine at all. Yeah. So we do also have the Spearow. Spear is decently important because it says on the first turn of the game, if you go second, you can instantly evolve this Pokemon, which is very powerful, allowing you to just get going earlier than you normally would be able to. And then we have like search for that and stuff, but then we also have energy to attack with it. It's really interesting because then you have normal control stuff. Aside from that, you have Mawile to trap, Mimikyu to wall. This doesn't play Psychics, which is the one thing I'm most concerned about. Mimikyu is good when you can also attack against, say, like Charizard decks, and Miraidon decks. It's pretty good, but yeah, it does play Yveltal here for like Mew and stuff, and then also plays Flying Pikachu. Flying Pikachu is good against like Miraidon. It's nice there, but they could be playing Tex, but usually they don't have particularly good Tex against Flying Pikachu. And then we play Manphy, and then we play to the bench, like the bench barrier Manaphy, and then we play Pidgeot V to loop, although the list does play for path. So that's a little sketchy. I don't exactly know why Pidgeot's here. I guess, I mean, it is to loop, but it's an interesting card. And then we see Iono's the only draw support in this list. We have Boss, obviously, a very useful card. So what's the new Erica's Invitation card? A very powerful card saying you look at your opponent's hand and then put a Pokemon you find there onto their bench. And then it only plays and then you drag it into the active, which is very nice. You have Misfortune Sisters to mill their other cards, and then we also have your Penny, and we have only 2 Palpad, which seems a little sketchy. But I'm interested to try this deck out and see how it goes. See if I play it right. I feel like I'm not. But I'm interested in seeing this because this is a really interesting control deck that it uses different ideas from what I've seen. But Fear is an interesting control card because it's one of those setup-based control cards, which are always important. But yeah, let's just see how this goes. I'm a bit nervous. I don't know the matchups exactly how they go. Um, and I can't imagine this deck has a very good Lost Zone matchup as well. But we'll see. And I'll choose to go first. We don't get to use evolutionary advantage, but hopefully this is fine. Maybe we want to go second because Rotom. I don't know. Okay, this starts okay. It doesn't seem like the greatest start in the world, but it's not awful either. We could double turbo and Pidgeot. That's not even that bad. I might do that play. We obviously want to get down to Spearow this turn. We'll see what they got rocking here. We see Inteleon. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Double level ball doesn't seem too bad at all. I'm just gonna grab a Spearow here. I feel like that's pretty safe. And then, I don't hate double turbo on the active, but it's not amazing either. I'll just jet on Spearow here. That's probably fine. If they rope, whatever. Or actually, no, I'll put Pidgeot into the deck right now. Um, and then I'll pass. Yeah, so that should be fine. We can't evolve yet. We can evolve next turn though. Um, and then we have the stuff we need. Let's see, Remoraid. Remoraid is essentially the only attack that can get through Mimikyu as well. But also we can go for Mawile trapping. That would be good. I'm also worried about them having Iona. We see the Force Seal Stone as well coming out. Hopefully they use that this turn. They probably won't though. Radiant Alakazam also again scary for Mimikyu like walling, because that will allow them to kind of go through that. Radiant Alakazam moves damage counters around Mimikyu walls V's and EXs, but yeah, okay, so we're gonna just Iona and see how this goes. They haven't committed any energy yet, which is good. Our list does not run Sydney though, I don't think, which is a bit sketchy. Sydney is good this matchup. I honestly don't usually play Sydney in my list either, but as I said, I play Psychic Energy with the Mimikyu. So see how this goes. Flying Pikachu is actually alright this matchup, though. I might want to set that up. I haven't checked prizes yet either. So we need to bench Mimikyu here. And obviously we're gonna beat catch and see what we can grab. Hopefully we got Flying Pikachu here. Which I don't even know if that's what we want. We want Mawile certainly. Hmm. And then what else? This is a little. I mean, the list is just a little strange. I could go Jet Energy here though. I'm thinking of trapping Radiant Alakazam. That doesn't seem bad at all. Uh, and setting up Flying Pikachu also seems good, so I think I'll go for that right now. We could just get Ionia as well. I wouldn't be shocked about that. I hope we don't get KO'd, but presumably we will be. So these cards seem alright to grab right now. The Radiant Alakazam was an interesting play by my opponent. I get why they did it, but also they could definitely end up getting punished for it. But as I said, setting up Flying Pikachu is probably our best win route here. We do have Evoltol to remove energies, but hopefully that's not like a huge deal. Hopefully, I mean that could be a thing if they like commit energies in weird ways. Like if they attach multiple rapid strike energies to Octillery, which is possible. I don't think it's super likely or a super great play, but it is possible. And then we can go for that play of Evoltoling away their special energies. But aside from that, if they just loop their energies back to their hand with Inteleon, we can't ever reach them, unfortunately. Because as I said earlier, we don't run Sydney, which would allow us to get them, but we don't have that. So, um, let's see what I'm looking through the list as well in a separate tab. And I can't see any other win route. But this seems like it seems like a very winnable matchup. But it's not my list. Control is definitely one of those decks where if it's a deck you're more familiar, a list you're more familiar with, you're definitely going to perform better. Which is why you need to play Control a little while and play a specific list a little while before you can really get the hang of it completely. But you can certainly like learn a lot from playing other Control lists as well. We see them grab Nest Ball as well, which is interesting. Metasham, okay. That's a card. Can they win on their turn? Can they win now? Oh, they can. No, they can't. They can't. Okay. I was like, maybe they technically could with some like crazy shenanigans, but wait, we don't have any Yeah, okay. So they can't really KO our Mimikyu. They're close. They're unfortunately close. They're like very close. But they can't quite win the game this turn. So yeah. Oh, and they also. Oh wow. Okay, they're just going for this play. Oh, wait, yeah, they're just carrying our Fearow, which doesn't seem bad at all for us. So I'll take that. They obviously take a prize, and then we're just gonna trap. We need Alakazam. I think they have not Forest Seal Stoned yet, but it's not a huge deal. Um, hope this works out. I'm gonna obviously mention Pikachu. Then we're going to boss up, or we could try to trap Inteleon VMAX in the active. That doesn't seem like a super powerful play because they're just going to KO us. So I'll boss Radiant Alakazam and then trap it. I don't know if this is a great play because they have that Forest Steel Stone, but hopefully it ends up being all right. And then we hide behind Mimikyu again. It forces them to burn a resource. I could have Palpad it as well. I don't think that was super necessary. So obviously I didn't Palpad. We actually will two-shot the VMAX, Inteleon VMAX, which isn't great because of the double turbo. I'm like three-shotting Urshifu, so the prize trade isn't amazing for us, but hopefully it's good enough. This list doesn't run Cook either. I know the list it's a very interesting list. Okay, so they're going for the Seal Stone play. I'm happy they're having to burn that now. Now that we don't have to worry about that, we're in a better position. But we'll see what they're going for. They're gonna rope. So I think they're gonna rope. I'd be surprised if they don't do that. Um, and I'm happy they didn't have another Irida either. They're grabbing a VMAX and rope. That makes sense. So rope. We're gonna send up Mimikyu. Oh, they missequenced a little bit, but it doesn't really matter much at all. Or maybe that wasn't a missequence. I don't know. Oh, shoot. Do they have a game this turn? I don't think they have a game this turn, but they might have a game this turn. I'm going through the math, and let's see. So they do this, and then they Radiant Alakazam, and then they Medicham. Um, huh. So yeah, they're gonna move one from the Flying Pikachu onto the Mimikyu. And then they Medicham. Yeah, this isn't going too great for us, in case you can't tell. So yeah, that's fun. Artillery searching out what Rapid Strike, Energy. No, they're having Tower. I guess they have the Rapid Strike. Oh yeah, they have the Rapid Strike in hand. Um, what do we send up here? I think we send up Flying Pikachu. I don't know if it matters. Wait, how much health does this guy have? 160. I think I send a Flying Pikachu here. I don't know if it matters too much, but it might matter a little bit. So now we see Medicham swinging in uh, to Mimikyu, and then I think they'll come up a little short. But if they have another rope, they might have game this turn. Oh no. Okay. Well, this isn't going too hot for us. I'm gonna scoop this game. We're not winning this game, right? Let's be. I'll let my opponent carry it out if they have game this turn. Like they're definitely gonna win this one. Um, but we just need to wait to see how long it takes. Because now that they're like through a Mimikyu, they could run out of waters. They probably won't. Like that seems pretty crazy. It's pretty unlikely. VMAX. Okay, obviously they don't quite have it. The VMAX only does 120. But yeah, they need to like Melanie. They probably don't have it this turn. I guess there's like the fact if they'd have it this turn, that'd be pretty crazy. Um, we're gonna see Melanie. Okay. Um, I mean this is obviously not looking good, but if we just see a swing in and KO the Mawile, okay, they didn't pop off as hard as I was thinking they might. So still got a decent way to chip away at the Pikachu. Um, no, this is gonna be very hard though. I'll see what we hit off of this. We hit Mawile as well. We could trap Mawile, or we could trap Urshifu now. I guess that's the play. Yeah, we got to go for trap plays. So we need to trap Radiant Alakazam again. I'll grab the Iono back as well, and we Iono, we just trap stuff for the rest of the game, which could theoretically win us the game. It's going to be very difficult, but not impossible. Do we nest? I'll nest ball. I don't know what we got here. We have Mimikyu. We have Yveltal as well if they make some like silly play, but I don't hate Mimikyu. Actually, I probably shouldn't bench Mimikyu. That means that they get more damage in play with discarding their waters, so yeah, and obviously Spearow is like good, but I don't think we can actually go for that. So I'm just gonna retreat here and then trap them with Mawile and kind of hope. I could have not played the Nest Ball as well. This list runs a fraud, and we want to get the other Mawile, so I suppose that might have been a better play, but um, whatever. Like we're just trapping them, right? So luckily, oh no, we don't resist. I thought that we resisted them. Clearly, we don't. This is winnable though. Like if they commit too many rapid strike energies, they could lose that way as well, right? So they are down. They're researching as well. Okay, they didn't like lose anything there. I feel like they could have honestly thinned a Pokemon, but they are down. Wow, this is a blinked out deck as well. So we got, let's see, they're down two rapid strikes. We're seeing Echoing Horn. Ooh, I don't like that. That could mean that they win. They are getting back Fearow, which I guess is the right play. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh. I'm like thinking through things. I think this technically is winnable. I think it's not good. But I think it is technically winnable. So yeah, oh, and Spear has very low HP as well. I didn't even realize how low his HP is. Um, so with literally one more water energy, they win. We evolve Fearow, obviously. So they need a little more. They don't need that much more though. They just need two more. So with two more water energies, they win the game. And they probably have that, but you know they might not. It's not impossible that they don't. Um, so we boss Radiant Alakazam and trap it. If we hit Flying Pikachu, that's okay as well. They might just have game this turn, right? Let's be honest, but um, they might not as well. Let's hopefully they don't have game. They are down. How many waters? They're down a good chunk. They're down 3 waters and 1 retrieval. They could theoretically be out. We are losing our boss. Okay. But we're into this all right hand. We see an Urshifu, an energy hit the Urshifu, which is a surprising play. Hopefully they're not just be. Wait, what was that? What was that play? That was a really weird play because they had to move the energy off of Radiant. Now they're gonna struggle to take this last KO. It's certainly not impossible by any means, but it's a bit awkward. I think we just um remove the rapid strike energies. That seems like a bit of an annoyance. They obviously have 1 left in deck, but it could be prized. They obviously took 2 prizes as well. Do we have anything prized? Nah. Okay, that's fine. Um, so we can go for Yveltal now, I think. It's a little sketchy because we can't trap Mawile anymore, but I mean, if they have waters, they probably just win that one anyways. So, like, they have to be completely out of water energies because otherwise they should have not have made that play, or they could have misplayed as well, but I don't think that's what it was. So we're still in this game, surprisingly. So I get to go Cryo Destruction. Hopefully this doesn't glitch as well. Cryo Destruction is somewhat prone to glitching. It's a very awkward attack anyway in terms of its execution, but there we go. It works. So we get rid of 2 of their rapid strike energies. The question is, do they have 1 more, and can they make use of it? They obviously need to take 1 more prize, but it's not free either. So yeah, let's just see what we need. We are not down any double turbos. Do we prize one? I think we prized a jet though. So do we only have 1 jet energy left in deck? That could be. I really should be keeping better track of this. But this is a surprise. I thought we were out of this game, but I think our opponent misplayed a little bit. I don't know if they misplayed a ton, but they misplayed. Actually, I suppose it doesn't. Um, yeah, now they are relying on. No, they have it. Oh, I shouldn't have played the Yveltal. No, I thought the Yveltal was the play. I guess it was clearly not the play. I guess I should have not done that. But I don't know. I thought they were out of waters. Like a lot of lists only play 4, so. Yeah, I made misplays. They made misplays. So you know what? It's a fair game across the board. I don't know if my win condition is supposed to be in this matchup though. So like because there's a lot of stuff to think about. Control versus Intelligent Nursery is probably one of my favorite matchups to play as well, especially for Intelligent Nursery. It's a very interesting matchup. You got some like interesting ideas to consider, like how do you go about the matchup, what attackers do you use, and where do you ping and stuff like that. Um, it's in a matchup where you can easily like make mistakes as well, but they're not like super costly mistakes either. Excuse me, for both players. So that's kind of cool. Now we get to go. I guess I'll go first again. I kind of want to go second. I'll go second. Let's see if we can pull off the turn 1 attack. We probably won't, and I'll probably just be sad. But it's possible, and if it happens, I'll be happy. I'll start Mimikyu. That's probably fine. Looks like we don't have the turn 1 attack. It looks like this hand's actually not good. Like the hand's kind of bad. But it's a hand, so that's cool. Oh, should we start in Mawile? No, I think it's fine. Um, yeah. Okay, so we're against some Charizard EX deck. It looks like. Which is what Mimikyu is good for, but with the Charmeleon, that will cause some problems. So yeah, if we top deck a Jet though, I'll be super hyped. Please top deck Jet Energy or like something else as well. It doesn't have to be like Jet. It needs to be like some out to draw as well. We're not in like an awful position. Anyways, they miss energy possibly. Palpad was not what we needed, so I'll get this Fearow into play right now, I think. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll bench Mawile as well. And I guess I can just pass it over. I could have benched Manaphy as like a tank, but I think it's fine. So if they just go and KO, I feel like it's going to be hard for them to KO Mimikyu now this turn. So like I can't really do that. It's possible depending on what they run, but most likely they don't have it. So we're going to see Ultra Ball. Imagine they're going to get Pidgeot now. And obviously Pidgeot gives him a lot of like utility. Getting rid of another Ultra Ball, a bit of an interesting play. It means their hand's like somewhat decent, so that's fair. Let's see what else they're getting. But yeah, I think Fearow's an interesting control card. I don't know if it's a good enough control card. It's certainly interesting though. And then Zubat, and then Erica's Invitation or whatever. All three of those are pretty interesting control cards. I think Zubat and Erica's Invitation are actually a very solid combo. We're gonna see Arven, interesting. Um, for Forest Seal Stone and Nest Ball, that was not what I was expecting. I don't really know what I was expecting, but that will allow them to they get a Charizard up, but I mean, they don't like even want a Charizard, right? If they get a Charizard up, that's actively not good for them. So, I suppose they can win if they get a Charizard up, but it's gonna be quite hard. So, let's see if they like make misplays here and what happens there. So, yeah. Um, they are nest balling presumably for yep another Charmander. And then they attach active. Okay, which is fair, I suppose. A bit of a bold play, in my opinion. It's just still a fair play. And they use their attack, which doesn't do anything. Okay, well, we have Erica's Invitation. I'm pretty sure they don't have a basic in their hand, though. So I don't think I'll play that card, and I'm just gonna pass. It's kind of annoying because it means they can just do whatever they want, but I'm trying. Oh, they didn't even V-Star yet, so they can take the KO here. We can luckily use Beak Catch after that. So I don't hate this position, but I certainly don't love it either. We're gonna see an Entei, so they're gonna V-Star. Um, why does it say they use Entei? They also didn't use Entei. I guess that's another live glitch or like or not exploit, but oversight. They have a lot of those. In case you didn't know, live doesn't work too good, but it's fun. You know, it's a fun little quirk of live. It's just kind of bad, but yeah, come on. Why are they so slow too? Like, they clearly don't have that many options. Like, they just grabbed a card. But or did live crash again? Live's been crashing a lot for me lately. Okay, they're gonna research. That was not at all what I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie. It's like not necessarily a bad play. They're benching another Charmander as well, which is another bold play. Um, I suppose it does reduce the odds of something weird getting like trapped in the active, but still, it's kind of strange. We're gonna see the Charmeleon as well. Oh, it does 70. I honestly thought it did 90. I don't know how I forgot that. But yeah, it does 70. So they do get the KO here, but they do 20 to themselves as well. So we do get some Fearow as well, and puts them in a bit of an awkward spot because obviously they can't evolve. I mean, they can evolve, but that'd be pretty bad. So they're in an awkward spot. We hit Trekking Shoes as well. Pretty solid card. Misfortune Sisters. I don't think are super useful. Jet Energy, on the other hand, is pretty useful. So I'll bench Manaphy. Eric, I'll play Erica's Invitation. You know, we could hit something. Yo, we hit Luminion. That's awesome. Okay, nice, nice, nice. So their hand is, I mean, it's like all right. It's not the best. But I certainly don't mind this right here. Are they down in a switch? Um, hmm. I'm just gonna double turbo active. I don't really have a problem with that. And then we save the jet. Then we're gonna beat catch, and hopefully we don't get Ionoed. If we do, it's not great, but it's not the end of the world. Let's see. Flying Pikachu seems bad. Yeah, we can access that, but we probably shouldn't. Mimikyu. Certainly draw is not bad either. Hmm. I need to figure out what I'm doing in this deck. I'll do Mimikyu and I'll get Rod as well. That's probably alright. Obviously Path would be annoying for them, but it's not the end of the world, especially given their hand. They can like get out of it. So I'll get Boss, Mimikyu, Rod. I don't know if Rod was the play there, but I don't hate it either. It seems kind of good, especially if our Mimikyu gets. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten Rod. I should have gotten Hisuian Heavy Bell. Oops. Okay, ignore that. Minor misplay alert. Actually, like somewhat substantial misplay alert because our other Mimikyus or other Mawels in the prizes, they're just gonna manually retreat here. I'm assuming they're not like. They're probably gonna get their other Charizard up, right? Like that's what's gonna happen. They're not gonna evolve this Charizard, yeah, so they're getting this Charizard up, like that one. And now they're going to obviously get a bunch of energy into play, and it's just a bit of an annoyance. Oh, and Echoing Horn's kind of useless here too. Okay, so our hand here is looking all right though. We can trap Luminion. It's annoying that they don't have to burn a switch, but they're Arvening as well. Wow, okay. Maybe we should have grabbed Path. We see another Force Steel Stone. Obviously not super useful, but it's a card. They just want to get out of there. And they could run out of energy as well. That's a thing. They're down. Okay, are they using the ugly energy? Oh, they are. Rip. I mean, it's not that ugly, but oh wait, they're playing a mix. I feel like as I said this before, it's never worth blinging out a deck, and so you can't like in exchange for having access to other decks. I stand by that. I know obviously a lot of people disagree, but then like at that point you essentially lose the right to like complain about the economy. So I think it's a fair trade-off. I probably shouldn't be complaining about it. Um, so like, what is okay? They just got Manaphy as well, which is interesting. I'll send up Mawile. Then obviously as we're gonna boss trap Luminion. Hopefully, oh we hit Path. That's a super good top deck. Nice. Palpad. What do we have here? Those cards aren't very good. Certainly for what we need right now, they're not very good. So hopefully we can trap this Pokemon in the active a little while. And then draw out of this. So, yeah, it looks like I shouldn't have grabbed the rod. That was not the right play. This is definitely a deck where misplays, you will get punished for misplays. Luckily, I don't think we've ever gotten Iono'd yet with this deck, which is funny, because obviously that's a bit of a problem for a deck like this. They're just going to pass. Wow, okay. So we hit a Spearow, which we could play. And I guess I'll play it. It's not like the greatest card in the world, but it's okay. We're gonna trap them for a few more turns. Um, Presumably they're gonna get out of it, right? Like, they could not. They could be running like a zero switch, but that seems kind of absurd. So, Iono, nice. I'm gonna Iono now. Do we need to? We knew we need to ride. I kind of like grabbed Rod because I didn't even know what I was scared of, but I was scared of something, and I should not have been scared of that. So. Okay, these cards are certainly acceptable. Fearow is going to be possibly good, and we hit level ball. Um, no, I guess I don't need level ball. Palpad, obviously it's a good card, so I'll evolve here, and we don't jet. That'd be kind of weird. Um, so we just go in and keep trapping them, and eventually, obviously, they will hit a switch out, and then we Fearow. Um, yeah, so they hit the switch out, but that forces them to use it, obviously. So, oh, hopefully it's a rope as well. If it's a rope, I'd be super happy. What on earth? Oh, okay. They're gonna like, give themselves access to Pidgeot. Okay, that's fair. Obviously, we're gonna path them like right after. But it's all right. So what? They're sending up probably Zard. So that's all right. We're gonna see quick search for hopefully a rope. Then we can just still have Mawile, and then we send up what do we send up? Do we send up Mimikyu? We could send up Mimikyu and then trap the charge. Ooh, what? What? Wait, are they out of switch in their whole deck? Yo, that's crazy. Okay, well, we're gonna pat them and then we're gonna trap them. No way they're out of switch. No way they play like zero switch or like they could just get a luck. They could have like had one or even two switch and prize both of them. But wow, they don't have any switch. That's pretty crazy. I'm gonna see them bump and play Lost City, which is fine, but it's not. Actually, that'd be super annoying if they lost on Mawile, but um, again, not the end of the world. We're gonna see a Penny. What on earth? Why did they play Penny? Well, I did not see that coming. In case you couldn't tell, somehow they still have Manaphy in the discard though, so that's all right. Obviously, we're not too happy about the Lost City, but it is what it is, and it also sticks in play. It just hurts. We hit Iono. That's good. Oh, Fearow here. Send that into the active. This is going to be a close game. This is a really close game. I could have Palpatted there as well. This hand's not particularly amazing, but it's not awful either. I'm gonna be catch again. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we do. So we should have Mawa on the prizes. Grab a Stew and Heavy Ball. I'll grab Jet Energy, and we have Boss in hand. Oh, we need Echoing Horn. So yeah, we'll go for these cards. Obviously, we won't have Path and Play either, which is annoying. Let's hope they don't pick up on the fact that they have to get back the Manaphy. They probably will, because it's not like it's not like the most obvious play in the world, but like it's like clearly the right play, right? Like you definitely have to get back a Manaphy. Because yeah, so it looks like they're probably going for that right now. Um, no, they're grabbing rope. Wait, what? They played rope? Oh, well, that's not good. Um, oh, okay. If they lost on both are okay, they're gonna KO Fearow. Again with some more like kind of weird plays, but they're gonna send up Mimikyu. We're gonna trap their Manaphy in the active now, which should be all right. I've seen another broken play. The list doesn't run. It doesn't run a pot helmet either, which is good. It's not great. It's not like amazing here, but it could kind of allow us to trap Charmander. What are they doing? Okay, there we go. Oh, this is so close. I feel like we can win. I feel like we probably should have won this. I feel like if I don't. I probably misplayed. But yeah, we're gonna. Oh, we put price two double turbos. That's annoying. Not a huge deal, honestly. Like double turbos aren't even that good in this stack. They're just all right, but it's still annoying to price them. Um, then yeah, we have this Echoing Horn. We get that into play. Mawile, Boss Up, Manaphy. Hopefully they don't realize that they need to KO this Mawile and they win. That is a bit of a less obvious play because I mean it's not necessarily not an obvious play. It's like a kind of obvious play, but also they don't necessarily know. We only run two Mawile. But a lot of us only run one as well. They might have been thinking that. So I'll send a Mimikyu. We don't even necessarily have anything on the other side of this either. They're gonna send up Zard. They're just gonna boss Mawile, right? That's like how this goes. Which means unfortunately probably can't win because Lost City is a very solid card against control. It's very useful in general. You see Balsam Mawile. Hmm. Okay, well we have obviously a Mimikyu here. Um, this is our like best wall. It's not an amazing wall, but it is our like a kind of wall. And Misfortune Sisters won't do it, so all Iono. I don't know. I feel like the deck doesn't have a great win condition. It's not like garbage. I'm certainly not gonna call it a garbage, but it's not. It's kind of sketchy. It's like it feels like it's missing something important. We could go into Pidgeot to like stall a turn. That is a play. I mean, theoretically, it's a play. We do need to get a little bit lucky. But let's see. Are we able to hit that? Probably not. Anyways. Oh yeah, we do hit it actually. Okay, that's all right. So I'll retreat into Pidgeot to wait a turn. And then we can boss Manaphy. They probably have an out to that. I mean, they probably just have boss. Are they how many bosses are they down? They're just down one. Yeah, okay. They got it. So I'm gonna go ahead and scoop this one up. Unfortunately, we like can't win this game. Yeah, I feel like the deck doesn't have a win condition, which is kind of strange. Like, I mean, it has a win condition against certain matchups, and if your opponent misplays, like anyone can misplay into Mawile. Like, I mean, you probably shouldn't, but people do it like a lot. I'm gonna look at the matches they beat. They beat How do they beat Lost Zone? Like, how do you do that? That's crazy. They beat Lost Zone. I was gonna say they beat them twice, and they beat them once, but yeah, they beat Lost. Like, how do you beat Lost? Oh, but this Lost one player like lost a bunch of their matchups. Yeah, I don't know. The list is interesting. I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Someone comment down below how this deck like what the main win condition of this deck is. Obviously, it plays like some normal control cards, but it doesn't play all of them. I guess against like certain builds of Lost, you can just Flying Pikachu, which is fair. Let's see. Was it like one of those one of those basic Lost Zone decks? Oh yeah, it was one of the basic Lost Zone decks. So against that, you can find Pikachu. Obviously they can just save life through it, and it feels like they probably would, but you can get lucky off of Misfortune Sister as well. Um, Against like Zard, I don't know exactly what you do. You should be able to beat them with. I mean, I don't know. You can obviously trap trapping is pretty good, and that's probably the main strat you have here. But I'm interested in hearing what your thoughts are on this list. It's an interesting list, and one that I don't know, I just saw and figured I should try out. But I'm going to try some more 151 control stuff as well, and I'm interested in hearing your thoughts and suggestions as well, because I think I want to try out Zubat and obviously some more what's it called? Erica's Invitation. There we go. I got there. Which is a card that I originally thought was bad, but I didn't realize there was Zubat, so I need to try that. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing. It's free, helps out the channel a lot, and you can always undo it. And then I'm excited to see you next time.